That is awesome. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Coffee on the Coast. As you can see, my guest, Chewbacca. That's Tony Plekan from Manitowoc Public Library and Lisa Devins-Horohoe, also from Manitowoc Public Library. Very exciting because May 4th is coming up. May 4th also happens to be Comic Book Day. So the library is hosting a special event. It is Comic Book Day Strikes Back, Saturday, May 4th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Okay, you guys, I have a big question. I know on May the 4th, we say, May the 4th be with you. I was raised Catholic, so my instinct is always to say, and also with you.
Me too. Yes.
Really, in Star Wars, though, when I think about it, they don't say that, right? They just say, May the Force be with you. Nobody says, and also with you, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much they respond the same kind of way, and of course with you. So
Yeah.
it's very
Okay. But it's okay if we say, and also with you. All right, so let's talk about this cool combo. I can see you guys have your superhero costumes on, which is awesome. We've got Star Wars paraphernalia around, superhero paraphernalia around. Let's start at the beginning. Tell us everything about Comic Book Day Strikes Back.
Yeah, well, it's we've been doing this for a couple years now for Comic Book Day, and the stars just kind of aligned that it was the same day for Star Wars Day, May the 4th. And the first Saturday in May is always National Comic Book Day. So we thought it would be a great idea to combine them together, celebrate the two separate fandoms, kind of bring them together for a day of fun activities and lots of neat stuff going on at the library.
So what is some of the stuff that's going on at the library?
Well, like we did last year, we'll have a scavenger hunt so you can kind of explore the library. This year, it's half of it's themed as Star Wars and half of it's themed as comic books. So you kind of have to figure out a secret code, go to different spots and find the letters around the library to spell out something comic book related. And if you finish the scavenger hunt, you could win one of these prizes I have over here. We've got different 3D printed Captain America shields. We got some Stormtrooper helmets, lots of neat stuff that we'll be giving away. So if you complete the scavenger hunt, you could win one of these prizes or a small candy treat. So
can you show us? I know you used to do like a Darth Vader too. Oh, look at that.
You can kind of see, we got a lot of neat stuff. We even threw some Garfields in there. We'll be giving them out till they're all gone. So hopefully you come in early and enjoy the scavenger hunt and see what you could win.
Cool. We should point out too, what's unique about all of those things you just showed us, Tony, is those were all made at the Manitowoc Public Library in the Idea Box Makerspace, right?
Yeah, these are all things that you can make here at the library. You just have to get badged on the equipment in the Idea Box, and you could come in and make it. It's really neat with Glowforge because they have a lot of different licensed images and things that you can use. So we've got different superheroes, different Star Wars themed characters, and the 3D printer is always great. So you can always find neat designs. And we've got a bunch of keychains, which are really cool.
Super cool. And with the Glowforge and with the 3D printer, you're not limited to superhero related. There's all sorts of ideas and fun you can have.
Limited by your imagination, and they have thousands of different things that you could pick from to make. So just a matter of signing up for a class, coming in, and then we'd love to see what you make.
Cool. Okay, so these awesome prizes, though, that you have already 3D printed and Glowforged, those are for the scavenger hunt participants.
Yes.
Okay, cool. What else is happening? I think everybody that comes, you have comic books for?
Yeah, we'll be giving away comic books. They're mostly circulated in some donated items, so that we'll be giving those out to everybody who comes in. You'll get to pick anything you want from the table. We'll also have a mixture of some youth books in case kids aren't a little young for comic books. We'll have some of those available. Also some manga material and comic strip books. So we've got a few of those to give away. So yeah, just stop by the library. You'll be able to pick out and go home with a free comic book, which is always really neat to either start or add to your collection.
Awesome. And you mentioned ages. So is this age appropriate, across ages?
For everybody.
Yep, everyone is encouraged to come. We're also hoping that people come in costume. You can see like how we're dressed up there. Kind of come as your favorite Star Wars character, your favorite comic book character. And just really enjoy the day. It's open to everybody.
Oh, that is so cool. That is really fun about the costumes. So are you telling me librarians don't always have capes on?
Oh, we should. It should really be part of this.
It's kind of a superhero, yes.
Yeah, I would say librarians are definitely superheroes. So, Lisa, you guys are in costume. People are encouraged to come in costumes as their favorite superheroes, their favorite Star Wars characters, whatever fun they can have. they won't be the only people in costume. Can you tell us more about that?
No, we have a special surprise. So we were really excited, Tony and I, when we realized that Comic Book Day was May the 4th. So we reached out to the 501st Legion. And if you're not familiar with them, that's a group of Star Wars fans. They are international, and we reached out to the Wisconsin Garrison, and they are going to send some of their Legion. We don't know who yet, so it'll be a surprise. Some Friends of the Galaxy are going to visit Manitowoc Public Library from 9:30 to approximately 11 on Saturday.
Okay, so Saturday, the timing is 9 a.m. to 1 for the whole event, but the Garrison, if you want to see actual characters from the galaxy, that's 9:30 to about 11, did you say?
Yes, 9:30 to 11, and they'll be available to take pictures with patrons if they want. We also are going to have an area set up for people to take pictures in their costumes, and then we're going to post those pictures on Facebook and have a costume contest for people who decide to come in costume. And you can come in a superhero costume, you can come in a Star Wars costume. It's entirely up to you.
Fun. Okay, so people that come in costume, photos will be posted on Facebook, and then the public will have a chance to vote on who wins the prizes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. And amongst your prizes, it'll be a little hard to see there, but we've got this Glowforge little.
I'm going to try and make you large here, Tony. Okay.
There we go. So best costume, Comic Book Day 2024, featuring Spider-Man and Boba Fett. So that will go to the winner. So competition, we're hoping it's pretty steep. A lot of people come in dressed, so you could win this amongst other prizes. That's another item that we made on the Glowforge.
Cool. So is it one best of? There's like one prize for costumes?
Yes, one prize for that.
Okay.
But one thing that we're going to have, another activity that we're going to have that's going to have multiple winners is our bookmark art contest. So starting this Monday, you'll be able to pick up a blank bookmark from the library, and you can draw your favorite Star Wars design or a comic book design or anything from your imagination. And then we're hoping to have a bunch of these because we're going to display them on Saturday, May the 4th, so that people can vote for their favorite designs. So we'll have ones from different age ranges, so like 9 and under, teenagers, and then 18 and older. Someone from those age groups will all win a prize. So hopefully you stop by on Monday, pick this up early, complete your design, get that back to us, and then you'll be on the display for the bookmark art contest.
Cool. When do the bookmarks have to be turned back in?
Please have them in by Friday, May 3rd, by 5 o'clock. That way we'll have a chance we'll set up the whole display, so that way on Saturday when everybody comes back in, they can vote for their favorites.
Cool. And how is that voting? Is that done in person or is that online too?
That one will be in person. So you'll have to stop by, pick up your free comic book, and then vote for your favorite bookmark.
Okay, cool. And what are the prizes for that?
We'll have more Glowforge kind of art-related materials. Might get like a Thor's hammer in Glowforge. Just little spoilers there, the Mjolnir. But yeah, just like neat, unique keepsakes made in our very own makerspace.
Super cool. Super cool. Okay. And viewers, if you are local, you might be familiar with the reenactors from the 501st Garrison. A lot of times they will show up at Sputnik Fest, and it is just so cool, right? Like when Darth Vader shows up, or a stormtrooper shows up, or Yoda, or a Jawa. And I mean, it is fun. So how exciting that they're going to be at the library on May the 4th.
Very cool. We're thrilled.
Lisa, I'm prepared. What else should people know about what's going on that day?
Go ahead.
With the scavenger hunt, the costume contest, like we said, the mask making, we are having a mask making station upstairs in the youth department, and the costume contest.
So what's the mask making contest?
Oh, it's not a contest. It's just like a station where the children can come and make their own superhero mask.
Oh, cool. So even if you don't come with a costume prepared, you have a chance to make a mask right on site.
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You'll be able to take your picture downstairs. We have a couple of different backdrops, which are really neat. So a space themed one and like a city kind of comic book themed one. So you can kind of take your pick and just look at everybody else's costumes, and then hopefully just kind of strike up a conversation and enjoy comic books and Star Wars.
What a fun atmosphere. And this is not the first year that this has been going on. Tony, how many years have you been doing this?
This will be my third year doing it, and it's always a great day. It's always fun to see people in. Being able to dress up, outside of Halloween, get your superhero outfit on. And while we're talking about other things, though, we're also going to have a really neat display downstairs. We had one similar last year. We're going to have a local comic book collector loaned us some of his comics, like Golden Age and Silver Age materials.
They're
For those who don't
cool.
know
They're
that.
so
Golden Age is
cool.
like 30s to 40s, and then 60s is the Silver Age, basically into the 70s. We'll also have on display the first issue of the Star Wars comic book that came out in 1977. So if you're a fan or like a fan of the history of comic books, come in. It'll be a really neat, smaller display, but it'll be really cool. So we really appreciate Robert, our local patron, who
Nice.
lent us those.
So May 4th is going to be the perfect day to geek out at the Manitowoc Public
Yes.
Library. It doesn't matter what age you are. And Tim is just reminding us, like Tony just explained, there's a vintage comic book display that will be there. Very cool. Doesn't matter what age you are, you can get a free comic book. There are prizes you can win. There's a scavenger hunt. You can make a mask. There's a costume contest. So, wear your funnest costume. What else? Did I miss anything? Oh, the 501st Garrison is going to be present.
Yes. We're going to be in costume. It's going to be a good time.
Lots of picture opportunities.
Yes.
So cool. And Comic Book Day is happening. Is it like a national? Is Comic Book Day on May 4th? Is that a national thing or a Wisconsin thing?
Yes, that's across the United States. So a lot of local comic book stores will have like free giveaways and things like that. And this was our way of kind of connecting to that, just like, because we know people love comic books, and we love literature, obviously, here at the library. So trying to encourage, whether you're like, again, a lifelong fan or just getting new into comic books, it's the perfect avenue, because you can come in, pick out the one you want, and it's yours to keep.
Yeah,
So
that's so
free
cool.
comic book day.
And it's so interesting too to learn that there are many different styles, right, of that graphic storytelling. So there's like the superhero comic, kind of like you have on display, which is a little bit different than like a Japanese manga style, which is different than like the Garfield comic style, right? So whatever your interest is, there might be something for you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Very cool. Wow. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Let's see. Tim also asks, will there be any scruffy looking Nerf herders there? Tim, will you be there?
Well,
that's a great question.
If there is a competition with the scavenger hunt, just let the Wookiee win. You're better off.
That's awesome. All right, everyone. Comic Book Day strikes back. This is a Comic Book Day and Star Wars mashup that is happening on Saturday, May the 4th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Manitowoc Public Library. Members of the 501st Star Wars Garrison representing the galaxy will be there from about 9:30 to 11. They will be there for photos and your enjoyment. Tony, Lisa, thank you so much for joining me today. May the 4th be with you.
And as you as well.
Yes.
Thank you for watching this episode of Coffee on the Coast. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.